Hola a todos, bienvenidos. Trying out this microphone thing today. I feel like a professional. I really hope it sounds halfway decent.
Microphone. Bye.
So thanks to my sister again for this microphone. Welcome to the mastermind. I'm sharing what I did last week, what my plans are for the future week, and you all can join in by commenting down below. So what happened this past week? Let's see. I have not had the best week, I will admit. I don't want to get into like complaining and everything, and I am just going into this coming week trying to make it better because I know it's in my power to make it better. But because I didn't have a great week, my house is kind of falling behind on just general upkeep, and I've not made a lot of time for things that I want to do or things that otherwise need to be done, or doing much beyond the very minimum, basically. Pero por este mastermind, I did do the things that I said I was going to do last week, so that's a step in the right direction at least. So the first thing I said I was going to do is the storytelling exercises. I did work on that. It of course is something that I need to improve over time, so it was good to sit down and focus on it for a little bit, but I think ideally I would have like a 1 to 2 hour block of time that I'm like purely focused on it. I for sure think it helped last Saturday's video, if you haven't seen it yet, our trip to Corpus Christi, because when I was first editing it, I was like, this kind of feels all over. There's not really a through line through the video. I didn't love how it felt. Después de hacer that storytelling exercise, I think it really helped to tie the video together. Let me know what you think. Go back and watch it if you haven't yet. Number 2 was to sit down and read, which I did. I finished Deep Work and I started another book that I've read before, but I absolutely love it. I would run and go get it, but I'm kind of hooked up to this. Microphone is all the way through my shirt and hooked up to the camera. It's called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Oh my gosh. It is one of my favorite books, a ton to take in, especially if you've never heard of some of the concepts that he talks about, but it will get your mind right. It will help you get your mind right. So I'm working on that. I'll talk about that momentarily, but yes, I did sit down and read because there were some moments where I was just like, whew, I need to just focus on reading. Oh, I just realized I still have my earbud in. So good to just sit down, lose yourself in a book, and learn something new. I think I will continue to take moments to read. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so sweet. And number 3, read my feedback from previous Spanish class and plan changes for a future class. Yes, I went into my feedback form and no feedback. What is it with people and giving feedback?
Hey, Papa.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a very interesting place. So obviously no shade to my students. Like it's a plus to me if they give me feedback, but it's not like they did their class, they did their part. Like it's not required to give feedback, but still it's just like, okay. I was so nervous to go in there and all for nothing. I did sit down and make a list of changes that I need to make. Again, I need to sit down and have like a block of time where I can really focus and concentrate on that. That is one of my things for next week. Next week, today is 7:15. I'm just gonna start with one because para mí es difícil sometimes thinking about implementing new things into my life and making changes. I'm in my head like,
Oh, I need to go all out. Like, I need to be able to do this for forever. I need to block time like every single day. I need to make sure I have this amount of time to myself. I need to get up at like 5 a.m. every single morning.
When I think of making changes, it's like I have to go completely all out. And it's not that way. With everything, you need to start with baby steps. You need to just take the first step before you worry about the rest. You can't let the entire mountain or the entire ladder or the entire staircase of a million stairs overwhelm you. You need to just take that first step. And the first step isn't that hard. So all that to say, I am going to plan for this coming week I want to say 1 hour block just to make it baby step, but I think I need a 2 hour block. And I think since that's a little stretch, I'm going to say 1 2 hour block, where that means I need to make sure that somebody can take care of my kids and I can maybe go out of the house to a coffee shop, or just have someone take my kids out of the house so I can be alone for a while and really focus on my work. So depending on what I've done before that blocked time, I'll figure out what I need to do during that time. So also this coming week, Tomas is going to be gone. He's on a work trip. As I said, I need to work on my days. I've been struggling to get through the day. Just the last couple of hours of the day, I'll just be like waiting for him to get home. And of course, in waiting mode, it's really hard to do anything. It's really unhealthy for me to be in waiting mode. And honestly, that makes like my whole day kind of like, I need to work on my mindset. I know I haven't been that great to be around recently, and even like talking on the phone and stuff, I know I sound so flat, and so I want to be more positive. I know there are things I can do to create that shift and make myself feel better and be better. So what do I need in order to get there? I just listened to a podcast. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to maybe link it down below too. I think it's really important for people to know that they have the ability to make that shift when they're down. So this podcast, Sisterhood of the Uncomfortable Pants, and this episode called Drink Yo Water. It's from July 11th. So it says, what tricks do we have up our sleeves when it comes to lifting our spirits and getting out of a bad mood? So sharing tips that work for them and might work for other people as well. Yo escuché este podcast the day after I was trying to do this kind of thing for myself, which kind of helped to reinforce that, I think. I know there's so much more that I can do, and like I said, I always like to go on the very hardcore end of the spectrum of like, I'm gonna go all out, but just to start simple, I'm gonna make a point to do one thing per day to keep myself or get myself into that right mood and energy. Because, do I wanna say this? Do I wanna say this? I'd say it if I was talking to my sister. Oops. Oh, I like when you hug me. When you have kids, you realize how you are acting, how you are sounding, what kind of things you tend to say, because they pick up on your habits. So I've been noticing the way she gives me attitude, or kind of puts this not nice tone of voice sometimes, because when I'm frustrated or upset or don't have patience for things that she's telling me, I tend to respond in this way, and now she's starting to do it. So I need to stop that. It needs to stop. And there are many things I can do to help myself feel better and more patient so that I do not do that anymore. One thing per day. Start there. I'm just gonna do a Saturday through Friday, I guess, or Friday through Thursday. And I think that 2 hours block time will really help me with that even. Like that could be a one thing, but they're two separate. Anyway, what else this week? I already have 2 little activities planned this week, so I'm getting out of the house. I'm actually starting, before my trip to Michigan, I had gone a few times to this group of moms who, you can get together and exercise. You can bring your kids and stuff. So I think maybe I'll be starting that this week. So I'll go at least twice probably. And that'll be getting outside, getting some movement. Very good for me, seeing some other people. Getting out of the house even. So what else do I need to do? This house really needs to get cleaned, but I think that'll get done tomorrow because on Saturday. My bathroom needs to be cleaned. You know what I need to do? I need to set a date. Once I set a start date for my class, the rest will get into action and movement. Thanks for my sister to giving me a little kick in the butt. She's like, just do it. If you know you're gonna do it, you just need move forward with it. So I need to set a date.
Me.
This thing kind of scares me. All right, I'm setting a start date. Ah. I'm setting a start date. Okay, okay, okay. It's getting done. Thanks. It's getting done.
Get the boots.
I'm really excited and also I'm just nervous again. I'm like, I'm not gonna blah, blah, blah. It's so much fun and it still is getting me out of my comfort zone, which is great. What are y'all up to this week? Have you done anything that you said you're gonna do last week? Comment down below. And I'll see y'all next sábado y martes. Adios.
Bye. I love my flower.
By the way, if anybody has a good suggestion of what I should say at my intro, I'm like, I want to change it from hola todos bienvenidos, but I don't really know what else to say.
Don't understand me, baby. Mom, where's my baby?
Number 2 was to... Oh.
Thank you. Mama, go for mama. Oh, this is your flower.
Thank you for my flower.
This is my flower.
Boop.
Mama, go for mama. Yeehaw! The cat went down on the moon. The little such boat. The wonder way.